gosh.
You waited for it, didn't you?
I did.
All right.
I think I wore this same outfit the last time we did this too.
Everything on the live stream is working,
Okay.
which means we can go ahead.
Didn't laugh too hard.
Okay, Taylor. No, go ahead. Go ahead. We'll just leave it up. Oh. That's our audio producer, Taylor. If you want any more of that amazing dancing, you can head over to this week's YouTube video. If you're already watching, which is how you would have seen that amazing breakdown, Taylor. This week's YouTube video is Taylor. She's the one who we're doing everything about. It's your job.
Yeah.
You know what I did forget? I forgot to pull up my show notes, so we're just gonna sit for a little bit. Regular listeners, you will know Taylor from last episode. Mm-hmm. She's back in the station. She's gonna be on every week.
Yeah, man.
I mean, you say that, but
I mean, unless something terrible happens.
Well, then again, something terrible technically did happen, and we'll get into that in a little bit.
Maybe I shouldn't be here.
No. You're going to be here because of the terrible thing.
Oh, okay.
I'll explain in a second. But we have a new face and a new voice.
Yes. Hello.
You are?
Rissa.
Rissa. Well, Rissa is new to the station. She is going to be another audio producer?
Yeah, another audio producer.
Okay, got it. Mm-hmm. I forget, just because when I was told there's new people coming in, I was told, like, a couple of different names, and someone is coming to help with digital media, and then someone is coming to help with just audio, and then there's a person who's going to be an in-between.
Yeah.
And so I don't remember who was who.
Yeah, I was going to be the in-between person.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
So are you officially audio now?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's very cool.
So we have the two people that I rarely hang out with in the front office.
They like to hide us.
It's not that. It's that you don't come out of your little clamshell.
It's kind of fun in the show.
I can't show the listeners, but on the other side of us, on the left side of me, or how are you seeing this? The right side of me?
The other side.
Over there. Over there is a giant double-paned window, like a spaced-out, soundproof paned window, where both of them just sit and produce.
It's nice. Yes, it's nice and cozy.
And it has its own separate door that's makes certain they can close the door. And my computer's right outside of that. Mm-hmm. So it's just so that they don't have to interact with me.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm pretty certain of it.
That's it.
That is it?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Thank you.
Yeah.
So, the horrible, awful, terrible, no good thing that has happened is confirmed, yes?
I don't know what you're talking
your
about.
thing?
What are you talking about?
Band.
Lots of things.
Oh, yes.
Specifically marching band, right?
Yes.
So, those who don't know, why don't you tell them all of the extracurricular things that you do on the normal, in the before times.
Okay, well, this most directly, I am the head drum major for the Sound and the Fury, which is the marching band here at Tarleton. And, well, I do a bunch of other music-related stuff too. But Ethan is talking about how it was just made official the other day that because of the pandemic that it's been pushed off. And normally, marching season happens during football season. Mm-hmm. And I think football season is also not happening.
So it's the rumor mill is still being played on because I think sports is taking their time to come up with an official decision.
Yeah.
Just because there's the two conferences haven't made up their minds yet. We're actually going to talk about that a little bit more. But sports is canceled for this semester. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So in turn, marching band is going to be postponed until the spring. So there's like a kind of the top band. I hate to call a top bottom band. I hate doing that. But kind of the top band, air quotes.
Yeah.
Is the wind ensemble here, and then there's symphonic band. So. Because the director of the marching band also directs the symphonic band, those are just getting flopped. So, I mean, if you still needed an ensemble credit, it's not the end of the world. You can just do that instead. But
for all
Yeah, it's a
for
little
all music
sad.
and music business majors.
Yeah, everyone was like getting all hype about marching band and seeing all your friends
Yeah.
again, and it was kind of sad.
I'm certain that it's a level of community,
Yeah.
isn't it? Because it's kind of like you all have your things that you do, and
Oh,
then you
yeah.
all go through this like rigorous testing and
Mhm.
training.
Yeah.
And you're always together, right? Like
Yeah.
a lot of the time, so it's probably
Definitely.
kind
Hanging
of
out.
like a family.
Because you were in a band, you told me.
Yeah, I was in marching band
That's
in high
right.
school. Yeah, so it does kind of become your family.
I never experienced marching band growing up. I was too artsy and weird for even them. Not nerdy enough into instruments. More on the like, I was in guitar club, but all they wanted to play was electric, so I really was just on my own
Hmm.
as a little lone boy. So organized music and in big groups never made sense to me.
You give me theater vibes. Like if you had to pick one, like you had band, choir, or theater, you would have picked theater.
So on the weekends, I do play a lot of D&D with all of my friends who were
See?
in theater.
That takes an imagination.
Well, it doesn't.
Saying.
I am really good
Yep.
at imagination stuff.
Would have killed it at
I
theater.
make all the. No, because theater people are kind of weird and catty.
Okay, yeah. I mean, band people, it's a thing. It's gone on. I even had this conversation with my grandmother the other day.
What's
like,
up?
for as long as anyone can seem to remember,
Mm-hmm.
band does not like theater, and theater does not like band. And because they're always like next to each other, I guess so it's kind of like a territorial.
Because they're both in the arts department.
Yeah,
the
and
arts
they
kids
have
so
to
it's
fight
like
for funding.
Fighting.
Yeah, so band's like, oh, theater, they're so weird, and then theater's like, oh, band, they're so nerdy. You know, it's just always been a tiff.
See, maybe that's why all the band kids didn't like me, because they thought I was in theater.
You do give heavy theater.
I give off
vibes.
heavy theater vibe. I've been told I give
not,
off like.
not in a bad way though. No, well, you know.
Yeah, see, heavy theater vibes from the current band person. Not so heavy theater vibes from the recent band person.
Yeah.
I don't think I give off any vibes. I think you just don't like me, Taylor.
Oh, you're okay.
There it is. You didn't like the video, did
was
you? What did I
kidding.
do wrong?
No, I liked your video.
It's all about you.
Yeah, that's why I liked it.
Oh, of course.
Just
Yeah.
kidding.
Tune in tomorrow at noon and you'll get a new station short. It's Meet Taylor.
Yeah.
It's what Taylor does here as a job, because I poorly explain it, because I'm a very visual person and I make videos. That's my favorite thing to do. And even my podcast have a video element.
See, visual
Fun.
theater.
Don't do this to me. All right? I don't actually know anything about theater. All of my other friends do. I just happen to hang out with very theatrical people.
'Kay.
I'll catch you. So, marching band is moved over. It's completely moved over to spring,
Yes.
right? And the idea is that it's going to move over into the second semester, just like sports is going to.
Yes.
Now, I was talking to Professor Wise, Kirk, in
Mhm.
1 second.
Mhm.
My brain had to reload. I was talking with Kirk about, because he used to work for ESPN Southwest, and so sports is like his whole thing. Has he guessed your home team yet?
No.
What? You've been here for like 3 days now?
Yeah.
Kirk,
But,
he's slacking. I'm gonna have to bully him. That's the first conversation he had with me. Was like,
Oh.
"What's your home team? High school team's this, right?"
Huh.
Did he not do that to you either?
No.
Kirk. Kirk. Well, I guess that's what we're doing right after this. Is I'll have Kirk come in and guess your teams. He loves doing it. I don't know why he's skimped out on YouTube. It's because you're hidden. It's because you're hiding in your little cubby,
Yeah,
isn't it?
it's the-
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just get to
It's
like.
the producer cave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a producer's whatever.
Audio producer cave.
Oh, there it is. See.
Well, you okay. You know what? You know what? I played through this conversation. I'm just gonna sit this one out.
You lived too much of that conversation
Yep.
in high school. I get it. But sports is being moved over entirely, and so there's a lot of concerns about Tarleton football being moved into spring. I know that some immediate complications are the fact that it's going to interrupt some like baseball and basketball, more so basketball, I would believe, from scheduling. But also some concerns are, I just want to sort of throw these questions out to you guys. Would you go to a football game in like spring weather?
I mean, that's when band is, so
So no.
I have to say yes.
Yes. Oh, right.
We have to be there.
I get that, but from
But-
like a yeah, go ahead.
You,
Oh, I
You
mean,
said but.
oh, that was me.
yeah.
We kind of
What?
sound similar.
Oh,
Sorry about that.
Rissa,
Yes.
would you go to a spring football game?
Yeah, I mean, I don't see the difference, you know?
Even the rain, the cold wind,
I mean, yeah.
no Halloween game.
Hmm.
You're gonna get to know very quickly that I love horror.
Oh, yeah, I
And
love
s-
Halloween, too.
Oh,
It's my favorite holiday. Yeah. Oh, social distance high five.
It's the better. Well, of course,
Nice.
it's the better season. Taylor
Yeah.
over here, she just likes fall for the aesthetic. I like it because I can take people,
Well,
and it's not weird.
I like cold weather because when
Yeah.
you're cold, you can always put on more layers. Whereas like
Mm.
Yeah.
summer, you get to a point you can't take off anymore.
Take off your skin.
No, it's painful. Probably wouldn't
Beauty
help.
Beauty's pain.
It is. It really is.
So would you rather be beautiful or would you be hot?
I'd rather go in the winter time.
Not sorry, bud. You live in Texas.
You know it.
No choice.
So
We have hot season, we have dead grass season, and we have allergy season.
yep, this is true.
Name another one.
Well, I think I don't know if
Where's
if
it
I
going?
like wasn't
Uh-oh.
in band. I don't know if I would want to go because
I'm
but
being-
because of the pandemic, they were actually talking about how we're supposed to see like another wave of this when it gets
Yeah.
colder. So it's kind of like while it's good to wait because they're not sure about it being safe right now, who's to say it's going to be okay later? I mean, I hope it is, but if it gets worse, I wouldn't really want to attend.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I would attend if things were still
Yeah.
the same.
I mean, like, if we were in, pre-pandemic world,
Mm-hmm.
then yeah, I would go. But I just get all worried about my friends and family. So. You doing all right?
So I'm getting information from Lance about
Okay.
production stuff, and we are very quiet. It sounds,
Oh, okay.
but I currently have every setting turned to the max, and so now I'm just a little confused how to fix it. Dang. Couldn't be. The levels are all looking fine so far. Keep going. Keep
Yeah,
talking.
yeah,
Don't
yeah,
look
man.
at me.
Yeah.
Ah.
So like beyond weather though, are some concerns about mask wearing in stadiums. I understand everyone here is wearing masks,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mhm.
All right, don't worry about it. Cool.
Cool.
All right.
Yeah.
Everyone's wearing masks in stadium. I was just curious, was there any concern? Because, like, the ruling in Texas is you have to wear a mask if you're in a public space, or if you don't have to wear a mask in public, though, if you are working out in, like, an aerated area space, like in a parking lot with no one else. You know what I mean? Like, it's an obvious sort of rule. Or if you're eating or drinking.
Mm-hmm.
But at a football game, you have this concession stands and such.
Yeah, that's the best part.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. Like soft pretzels all the way. But some concerns that I have seen a couple of people saying is like, are football stadiums even going to be safe? Are we going to have to distance everyone out because the ability to buy concessions and the fact that you're going to be, yelling and screaming in these
Yeah.
stands, you're going to be pretty like buddy with
Eating
a bunch of people
pretzels.
eating pretzels,
I don't know,
the devil's
maybe-
fruit.
Yeah. Maybe they just don't do concessions. I don't know. Because, we just did graduation, all those commencement ceremonies. And
Yeah.
we had a lot of people, but they regulated kind of, you could still sit with your group and everything
Mhm.
was hunky-dory, but, they did kind of about every other one. And if someone was sitting on the left side, then the next group would be on the right side. And
Yeah.
they spaced it out really well so you could still have a good time and you were with your family and everything. And then they had an 8 a.m. and an 8 p.m. so they had plenty of time to clean and get it aired out and everything.
Yeah.
So I don't know, I feel like they might just do that sort of thing.
Hmm.
I don't know.
No, I'm listening to you. Just a level of like, you have to be in spaced out groups,
Yeah.
because it technically it makes the most sense to space everyone like every fourth seat,
Oh yeah.
right? That way you're not getting. Why is my phone loud? I've thrown it on the floor now. It'll never bother us again. It's far away from the microphones. If everyone is like spaced out entirely and all the way on the other side of the room, we're not gonna have a problem. Like what we do here.
Yeah.
Y'all a little less so, just for training reasons. Until scheduling gets all figured out, everyone is going to be kind of 6 feet away from each other at their workstations. And any exceptions, we have masks and a lot of sanitization for where we're working. But for the concessions and stuff and like the lines and everything in the stadium, it's designed to pack people in as much as possible. And so now we have to figure out a functional way to do the opposite of that.
Yeah.
And then I guess sort of a secondary level is, are we going to be able to make it to every single sport as students?
What do you mean?
So if football is being pushed to spring semester, basketball's happening the
Oh.
same time.
Gotcha.
And then a little bit of baseball is going to overlap as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm getting at? It's,
Yeah.
Are we going to have to like pick which sports to go to? Is it going to be like a real big rush to sort of be in all these different places?
I think so, because even, we don't have a different band to play at the different sports.
Right.
So we kind of take, marching band is huge. So we take about maybe a quarter at the most of our marching band, and they're kind of the basketball, volleyball bands.
Yeah.
And I remember a couple of games in the past where there's been, I think it's like where they went to championships or something. I don't really remember. Don't quote me on that. But
Got 'em.
where a good quarter of the marching band left the stadium to go see the basketball and to go play for basketball. So yeah, like they were going at the same time.
Right.
Yeah, so I see your point.
Yeah, I guess the bright side is though that you have lots of options to choose from.
That's
Like,
true.
got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, if we look at it, if we look at the economics of it, we finally have a competitive market for sports.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have the ability to like watch stuff on these days and then go to sports on another day, and you have the full basket to pick and choose from. If we do, and this is all speculative again, we're talking mostly about sports this episode because we did an Instagram thing. We did a poll on our Instagram, and the students listening and the listeners chose sports. I want to move into a little bit of events now here at the station specifically. I know that a lot of events have been canceled, and like have been canceled for the last semester, along with over the summer. We weren't allowed to do any sort of thing, but now with everything opening back up and the rules being not lax, but more so a pressed item while we still try and continue normal class to class functions. You've never had to do this, Rissa, but we all do events where we like go to physical places and do board operating and play music at table stuff. Have you seen us around?
Yes, I've seen.
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
So basically that level, but what at those events, what we try and do is hand people things as promotional items to be like, hey, come check out the radio station, come be a DJ, come work for us even if you'd like. Make yourself comfy, of course.
I will.
Are we going to have to all resort to slingshots and t-shirt cannons for handing out promo items, or are events going to be completely locked down and way more controlled? How do we feel about even going to events as students and workers? Because we have this distinct level of both sides. Our specific little group, we are both students and we're faculty, kind of, quote unquote, or staff. There's faculty and there's staff. I don't know the difference between them. Well, I know that one of them's professors. I know the other one is like people who operate the buildings and the departments. I don't know which one's which though, and I'll probably get an answer in the chat. I'll pull that up quickly. But we bridge the gap as student workers. So we have this interesting perspective of, as a student, do I want to be going up to tables and stuff? As a worker, I want students to come up to my table or stuff? Because in fall specifically, there's a lot of get freshmen involved. We've seen the Texan tours going around, a lot of high schoolers walking through campus. We want to get their attention, but we also don't want to get sick or get them sick in the event of the worst case. So what are we feeling? What are we thinking about that sort of situation?
I feel like it could I don't know. I think like the state where we are now,
Yeah.
where a lot of things are still open and you just kind of like you can do it, but just like be careful.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, like if we set up a booth and we have the promo items to give away, like that would be a matter of maybe wearing gloves and having them on the table so people can just pick exactly what they are going for. Not everyone's touching them.
Yeah.
Or if
More
you're
like a
trying
lunch
to,
line.
yeah, if you're trying to hand out a T-shirt, you just leave them in the box and then like open the box and they can take the top one maybe. And just kind of more of like a precaution, like instead of having all the T-shirts in one box with all the sizes and you rummage through.
Yeah.
Do some kind of bougie pre-ordering, eat one box of this many size, one box that many size, or something.
We
like
have them
that.
all in storage. They're lined up on the shelves by size already.
See, that'd be good.
And T-shirts specifically, we don't take very many to events, so they are already kind of specialized. But I do understand what you mean of like
maybe just wearing gloves.
We have to wear
sanitizing.
gloves.
Yeah, I think it's definitely possible.
To like
social
physically hand
and
something to someone.
No, like Taylor was saying, to have like boxes or whatever, and have people come and take what they,
All right. So more of the open, like free range chicken style of come and take a thing.
Yeah. A different, more safe, precautious version of what it used to be, basically.
Got it. I want to one up you there on that concept of like open range, like some sort of Canadian style come and go store. They're real. They're so cool. But that is another topic.
Okay.
We've been talking about guerrilla marketing. The first idea I had whenever we came in was trying to get the attention of incoming freshmen in the Texan tour lines, right? And now it's a little more difficult because originally I was just going to buy a big coat and a large hat and look like Dick Tracy and just be handing out flyers of like, you want to hear some real stuff? Take this. And like totally disrupt the Texan tour, and they'd hate us. But it'd be fun. Now you can't touch people. You shouldn't.
Yeah.
Well, you shouldn't touch people anyways, actually.
This is true.
now there's real life consequences to extroverts, right? And people with no social bubble. I'm sorry. I've slapped the mic. I've done it again. Guerrilla marketing is just a fun term that I like to keep saying for it, but getting people's attention while still staying safe and at a distance without the usual handing out flyers, posting things up on boards, and people walking past us. I think if we found a way to do something different, fun, and engaging, it would be like people would love that.
Yeah.
In a certain sense of like, we're not just telling you to listen to our radio station. We're having a moment over here that's fun and interactive. And you can get more of that kind of energy by listening to the station and listening to the podcast, going to our YouTube channel, things of that nature. So my biggest thing is putting on events at the dorms, because I feel like a lot of people are going to be kind of stuck in. Yeah. Not a lot of people are going to feel. I know I have one friend in particular. He goes to one of the UTs. There's like 3 of them, right? Yeah, he goes to one of them. I have one friend at one friend at another, and I always mix them up. But he isn't even going into dorms. He's just doing entirely online classes home at his parents' house. And with that, there's a level of like he's getting cabin fever. We recently actually, I had Tuesday off, so I drove over and like dropped a present off for his birthday at his front porch. Y'all do anything for friends and stuff to check on them that's weird and different now either?
I've dropped a couple things off, like
and you just kind of like
Santa kind of thing.
Yeah, you just kind of like stand at the front desk.
Yeah.
Or the front desk. Like on the street, and you're just like,
hi. Yep, exactly.
Okay,
I did that
bye.
the other day for a friend.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad but happy at the same time.
Like it's like, oh, you drove out to see me, but this is as far as you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've just been FaceTiming my friends more.
Yeah, definitely. We do big group chats now.
Yeah.
And once everyone gets off work, we all play a video game.
Oh, yeah.
I think Netflix does a thing that lets you watch movies with friends, if that's your thing as well. Yeah?
I didn't know that.
But with that, like everyone's shut in. Everyone's kind of getting cabin fever at a certain level. I think that's why you've got a lot of people going out and doing nothing, like at the parks recently.
Yeah.
And I can tell you, at the restaurant, people are just coming in just to get drinks and sit down in a different space. Like, you can just see it. But with that, or like I went to the dollar store and a lady just like ripped her mask off to talk to me, and I was like, chill out. We don't even know each other. It's okay. But the people are getting kind of shut in, and they're getting kind of like anxious for
social interaction.
Yeah, exactly. We're social creatures, or at least that's what scientists say.
Yeah, we like to think that we're not.
We like right?
Yeah.
You like to think you're an independent, but like really that just means less interaction on the day to day. People are getting starved for that interaction. I was thinking some fun, cool events at the dorms, and I know that there's a couple of different and we don't have to be in the dorms either for these ideas. The concept is like playing games in those courtyards next to them. I know I'm a transfer or like returning. I had a weird relationship early college, but y'all don't live in dorms.
No.
But did y'all stay in the dorms?
Yes.
For the 2 years?
Yeah.
I just did one.
Okay.
How'd you do that?
I also just did one.
I was technically not a.
But I dropped out.
Oh, I was required to stay for 2.
Right. And you stayed. Where did you stay? Real quick.
I stayed in honors.
I forgot.
Yeah, I did.
So you can leave.
Hey, it was nice. I liked it.
Honors is full of crazy people.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is.
It was, yeah. At least whenever I went, it was like the first floor was party people. Like they were the fraternity, sorority.
To be completely honest, it's different every single year because you just have different incoming freshmen.
This is true.
And I think the reason that I believed them to be crazy is the fact that I was like in the middle of full class load, full workload when I would go over to meet friends at honors, and we would just sit in and play our card games, and then you just hear craziness going on. And like I think it's just like you have every single level of college student in the same building, and so it's just very obvious the different mindsets, and it's just more like shown and obvious versus an all freshman or all senior dorm situation where we're all kind of in the same boat.
Yeah.
It just does feel a little crazy in those hallways, and they're super short.
Yeah, I mean, I liked it, but I'm 5'3".
Yeah, but you're tiny.
Yeah.
I could pick you up and throw you.
I mean, yeah.
You're minuscule, both of you.
I think we're the same height.
Really?
Nope.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nah.
You 5'3"?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Nice.
I need a tall person at work.
Short
No, you
people's where it's at.
Cole
We are more
is
fun.
also
You
Cole's
drop
also
something.
short. If y'all hadn't noticed, like
Yeah.
I am, and Jake. I'm the tallest person here.
You're taller than Jake? Really?
I think so.
Huh.
He's not here to defend himself, so let's not defame him. Height's like a thing for some people. I don't really care. I was always tall, like even growing up. I know you said you had a growth spurt early on.
Yeah. And then just quit.
You know, I had a weird growth spurt.
Mhm.
Freshman year of college, I actually grew an inch, and then stopped. So I was 5'2" coming in and 5'3". Yeah.
Something in the
Dude,
water.
I don't know what happened.
You
It
started
was-
drinking the tap water, right?
No.
Just
I
me.
need to get
Yeah.
into that tap water.
Yeah. No, it was super weird though.
It's a lot of calcium in
I
our water,
know, I
so that
know.
might be good for your bones.
Yeah. Doesn't taste too good though.
It's delicious in tea. It's great. All the minerals.
I feel like I have a tall personality. Like a lot of people are like, "Oh wow, you're really short." Like when they look at pictures or something,
Yeah.
and then they look back at me and they're like, "Yeah, I notice it now. I didn't think you were that short." I'm like, just got a tall personality.
I guess. I don't know if tall can be a personality.
I think it's a mentality. I used to think
Yeah.
I was really tall, even though
Yeah.
I wasn't. Like
Yeah.
in high school, like walking around, and I'd
Uh-huh.
be like, "Oh my gosh, that person's so short."
I would
and
just
then
say
I'd
that's
be like,
confidence.
Oh, that
Yeah.
person's taller than me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would just say that's confidence, but I guess I'm biased on the other end of like
This is
I don't know tall
true.
people with short personalities. Of
Yeah.
maybe.
I don't know.
Don't know.
I do work with a bunch of tall people at the restaurant though, so there might be a level of like I don't know. I grew up with a friend who was like 5'4",
Mm-hmm.
a guy 5'4", and so at no point was I just like height is a thing that I'm worried about.
Nice.
It has gotten me in a bunch of trouble though. I will say because I forget that I'm tall. I forget other people are shorter than me because I do a lot of slouching and I like to look people in the eye a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Because I like to think that we are all pretty equal. Like we're all people. We all have to eat 2 to 3 times a day. We
Yeah.
all die if we don't drink water. We die if we
Amen.
drink too much water. Like we're all pretty normal. Yeah, it's called drowning.
Yeah.
It's great. But I will like would be lifting something, or I'd carry something. I'd be like, hey, can you grab that off like the top shelf or like second top shelf? And then my short friends just look at me just like, really? What are you doing here?
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I didn't. Hold this. It happens a bunch.
Hey, but if you drop something, I got you.
Yeah?
We're quick.
Yeah.
You're quick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess. You know what? You do have me on skating. On like skateboards, rollerblades,
Mm-hmm.
stuff of that nature. Bikes not so much because bikes elevate you, but like if I fall, I'm dead.
Yeah. It's not so bad when I fall.
Like, yeah,
I might get a little scrape.
little
but
scrape.
I
I
can,
don't
I can
know,
get back up.
I'm really clumsy,
Yeah.
so when I fall, I really fall.
What?
So yeah.
Okay.
So
Like, do you bruise easily as well?
Yes.
Like,
really
not,
easily.
not beyond, like, not past the clumsy part. Do you just, like, if you just, like, get hit, you
Yeah.
bruise?
No, you want to
You got banana skin.
look. I just
Ooh.
randomly
Ooh.
hit my elbow,
Good
and
bruise.
it's like black.
Was that today, yesterday?
It was a few days ago. I'm telling you, I
Jiminy,
bruise, and
Jiminy
Wow.
Christmas.
I'm just really clumsy. I don't have very good depth perception, so like I hit myself, and I'm like really going full force.
Oh my
Ooh.
goodness.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's a short person thing or.
Apparently not, because you're fine.
I mean, I beat myself up as a kid, so I do not
Right.
bruise easily now.
Yeah.
I feel like part of that was because, I mean, I was raised on a farm before the city, so I have a
Mhm.
lot of like being outside and getting hurt and like
Yeah.
a lot of hand grip and strength and
A lot of dust and
so
scratches.
yeah, like you walk outside and you're bleeding somewhere.
Like
That's just how it is on a ranch, you
Yeah.
know. So,
Yeah.
so
We don't have, like, we can't put Band-Aids on every one of your cuts.
Yeah, would be
Stop
true.
bleeding so much.
yeah,
Quit it.
yeah,
Get some
Yeah.
calloused skin, you nerd.
yeah. I gotta hurt myself to really bruise, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't bruise as much, I've realized. But I do get a lot of cuts. Like, I'll hit sharp things, or I'll have, like, really wet hands. You know how it's easier to get cut whenever
Mhm.
your skin's really wet?
Yeah.
So I'll be doing dishes or something, and I'll grab, like, a pan and just, like,
Hmm.
you just get this big cut on your finger. It's rough.
Yeah. It's a dangerous chore.
It's a... It is, yeah. I didn't grow up with a dishwasher
Yeah, me
that
neither.
was working most of the time.
Yeah.
Still don't have
So
one.
you just...
Nope.
What?
Me
Yeah.
neither.
In your apartment it doesn't work?
Apartment's iffy. So
Mm.
I just kind of don't use it. Also, because I've just been doing dishes like normally without one for years.
You
Right.
kind of get used to it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So when I did have a dishwasher, I would just use it to dry. Like. Put
Oh,
on my-
yeah?
yeah, I'd wash my dishes
Oh,
and set it in there to
I
dry.
never think about just setting it to
Ah.
dry.
Yeah.
That's kind
Ours
of a
had
good
ours just
idea.
leaked
Oh,
constantly,
Well, that's not
and
good.
so we just turned it off. Right, you just disconnect. You get under the cabinet, disconnect it,
Mhm.
and then just sort of do your own pot scrubbing. And then you lay everything upside down to
Mhm.
dry,
Yeah.
because you're gonna use it tomorrow.
I just liked them out of sight. You know.
Oh, that's
Oh,
nice.
I like everything in arm's reach. Okay. I'm getting a little off topic. Let's get back to
Alright,
marketing
alright.
real quick, and then we can have a real conversation about kitchen design.
Mhm.
Nice.
I'm super stoked about that in real life. But everyone's getting. Jeez, I talked for 10 minutes on something totally off topic as usual.
It's good. It was interesting.
Yeah,
I think so.
I
Alright.
enjoyed it.
Yep.
Everyone's getting, but everyone's like starved for interaction,
Mhm.
Yeah.
right? Feeling like they're involved in something, and so there's a level of like, how can we? It sounds a little messed up, but how can how can we take advantage of that and get people involved in the radio station?
Mhm.
I'm gonna start working in marketing for my major, so I just take advantage of people. That's what my job is gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
That's supposed to be a joke, but thanks.
Oh.
Thanks.
Ah, here.
But like, how do we get people involved in radio? Because it's broadcast media, so they don't have to worry about touching.
Mhm.
We don't have to worry about breathing around people because we're all separated by a microphone and headphones, unless electric virus. But they can listen to our podcast. They can listen to our broadcasts on KXTR. They can go to our Spotify playlist. They can visit our website. We have all of these different facets for people to come and interact with us.
Mhm.
Follow us on social media to see what we're making and things. How do we tell people about this stuff though, without going up and telling them? Because we have a big table and a spinny board and promo items and stuff.
Mhm.
But how do we physically get
Mm.
people involved? I'm thinking t-shirt cannon and speaker.
I mean, that would be kind of cool.
Just go, like, because I know Heritage. Did you all stay at Heritage?
No.
That was the one year that I stayed on campus, was at Heritage
I've seen it, though.
dorms.
Yeah.
And it's got those back rows that
Mhm.
they do the, like, barbecuing on.
Yeah.
Or you have access to the grill if you're a student. And
Mhm.
so I was like, you could just set up a little concert in there.
Yeah.
Right?
We did that for Latin band.
For what band?
Latin
Okay.
band. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. We did that. There was a we played, and then I think they all watched Coco afterwards, and there was like snacks and stuff. That
Yeah.
was pre-COVID, but you know.
Right. Okay,
Yeah.
so you set a projector up or something?
Yeah.
Okay. And you were just in that area down below? You, like, projected up onto the building?
There was like a sheet. Someone hung
Uh-huh.
up like it looked like a for real projector sheet
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
And they just,
That,
When
like,
it got
prisma
dark.
material?
yeah, we played kind of around sunset-ish. So that way we were done and
Yeah.
could hang out if we wanted to. And then by the time it was dark, the movie started.
Got it.
Yeah. That was fun.
Yeah. And, like, everyone could hear you from their dorms as well, so there was this level of, like,
yeah, there was a lot of
something's
people
happening.
like just peeking out.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be a great idea.
that's what
if
I've
we
been
did that
thinking
with
is figuring
radio.
out how to do some sort of, like, broadcasting from the gazebo
Mm-hmm.
or bandstand.
Bandstand.
Yeah, you're the bandstand person. That's right.
Bandstand.
It's you.
Uh-huh. It's history. There's a bandstand.
It,
It's not a gazebo.
It's architecturally speaking, it's a gazebo.
Bandstand. It
Rissa-
started out as a
Rissa?
stand that the band sat on, and then they built kind of like they had more funds, so then they kind of built it, and it looks more like a gazebo now.
Because it is a gazebo.
But it was just like a little slab where the band
So
started out.
are we going to call the engineering building a Presbyterian church?
If that's what it is,
That's what it was built on top of.
well then, if that floats your boat, but it's
That's you, though. Does it float your boat? That's your system.
it's not okay.
It's
You're
both.
gonna get off topic again if you really want me to go through this.
Okay.
But it is
Fine, we
called.
can
You know
leave
when
it.
you go to duck camp?
No, I'll leave it alone.
Okay. Well, when you go to duck camp, they have all the like monumentous things about Tarleton.
Never went to duck camp.
Okay. Well, I was a part of the bandstand group. Like they even draw a
Oh.
picture, and we were the bandstands. It wasn't the gazebo because it's like a monumentous, meaningful thing for Tarleton.
So we'll broadcast from the bandstand,
Yes.
and you can come out onto the field of that park if you want to. You can't come close, or you can listen in
Yeah.
on a radio. And I've been thinking we do like open mic nights.
Yeah.
The problem is, who do we involve and how do we involve them safely? Right? Like logistics now, what are we worried about? Because like we can all have like things that we can make for this,
Yeah.
right? So we can do like we could host a show out there of cruising. That'd be kind of cool.
That would be kind of cool.
Broadcast a show from there. We'd have no video element, but we'd be like out in the wind and you just hear the whole time.
ASMR.
That'd be Taylor, your favorite ASMR. There, yep. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Been waiting for the perfect moment.
I figured I'd just hand it to you so you didn't interrupt later and
Thank
just be
you.
awful about it.
I wasn't going to. It's gonna wait.
The little like the gulping you did before we started. That was fun.
Quality. Anyway, I think that sounds like a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we can do an event at like each of the different one for traditions would be easy. We could be in between both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Or we could do that little like parking circle
Mm-hmm.
that's in the middle of between Traditions North and the the fitness building.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we could definitely do those. Just like, but then at a certain level, what do we do? Like, you play instrument, you play instrument, right? Yeah, you show
Yeah.
me you do music stuff because you're a music person. Do we do like an hour-long thing, half-hour-long show? What's the different? What can we do as the radio station to put on for entertainment?
I don't know. Even just like playing songs.
Yeah, I
be
guess we can
cool.
like just have our speaker out
'Cause
there.
People are just
Bored.
itching to
They
do
are.
For
to get out.
anything.
You
Just
know?
being we don't want people out, but we do
Yeah.
want to upset the normal for a little bit.
Well,
That's
yeah.
that's sort of college radio, anyways, right? Upset the normal.
Yeah, that's true. But like, you know, I live in the apartments that are by the bandstand, and whenever, like, I've heard you guys out there in the past, and I'm
Yeah.
just like, oh,
Who-
they're out there. Like
was that
somebody's
Honeywell?
out there. No, the apartments.
Oh, the apartment.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
they
So,
said
like,
dorms.
I can hear you guys, so
Mhm.
even a lot of people will be listening.
Yeah.
You know, if they're comfortable coming out, like I would probably walk there and just like sit in the grass or something.
I just had a great idea.
Okay.
We can have an art contest in the parking lot.
Oh, I would get into that.
It's so we go to whichever the biggest and like I think the most recent parking lots are the new stuff
Yeah.
by the what's it called? The new like the two new parking lots that they created behind the tennis courts heading east from here.
Oh yeah.
They have the like cool big Texas gate.
Yeah.
Everyone gets chalk or just brings your own bring your own chalk. And then we just do who can draw alien the best, who can draw Oscar P the best. Just have a contest. It's like interactive, but it's everyone's spaced out. Because I think
That would be cool.
Kirk and I were talking about some way to get people to come up to an event, but you have to be like squared off.
Yeah.
And I was just looking at the parking lot one
You
day.
have like a squared off area
Exactly.
to chalk whatever.
Yeah, you just have to stay away
That's
from
such a
everybody.
Good idea.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
If you wanted to make this like a multiple thing, you could
What's
do
up?
like your competitions like today, you know, on this day, maybe
Mhm.
like do Alien and
Yeah.
different people's perspectives on Alien, and then
Mm-hmm.
maybe if you run out of ideas, you could do like a creativity. You draw something that you
Yeah.
have prepared, and then maybe you can get something like where they win. What would happen if you win? Like maybe they get some kind of, I don't know, like cool T-shirt or a
I feel
goodie
like-
bag or something.
I mean, bringing someone into the station is like a bit dangerous, but I feel like an interactivity
Yeah.
would kind of be like an interesting prize.
Yeah, I was.
I mean, I know we're gonna have student DJs, and so there's a level, and I know there's gonna be a lot of testing going on on
Yeah.
campus, and so that might be a pretty safe way to do it. We also maybe we could host or go ahead
Oh, it's art. What if they like got a feature in
Instagram.
like on Instagram
Oh,
or Facebook
and on
or
our
whatever.
website.
On a website, like
Yeah.
the winner gets a feature. Like
Mhm.
that's big enough. Like I would do that.
You would do that
Yeah.
just to be on like an official Tarleton thing.
Yeah.
All right.
Aren't we trying to get in you were in the yearbook this upcoming year, right?
Me?
Maybe we could like the radio station.
Oh
So-
yeah.
Maybe, you know, if we do this,
A bunch of
fast
different,
enough,
just a
we
bunch
can-
of pictures from events.
we could have the winners of each one
Mhm.
kind of like in our yearbook page or something. Like
Yeah.
under like where we talk about events that we've done.
Yeah.
We could have their picture, like whoever wins, like the chalk that they did.
Yeah, that works a ton.
Yeah, and that's cool, and it's, you know,
Yeah.
it's safe.
So that
You're in the
works.
yearbook.
That works really well for the extroverts like Taylor and I. Rissa,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I already know that you're an introvert.
Uh-huh.
What would be something that would pull you out to interact at minimum to like listen in to the stuff that we produce? I don't know how. I don't know how someone who doesn't want to be talked to and talk with for like hours on end operates. Obviously, because that's not me. If you hadn't already noticed.
Mm-hmm.
Some events from your angle of a more low key level.
I think like y'all were talking about capitalizing on outside spaces,
Yeah.
so that I can, you know, decide how close
Yeah.
or how far I want to go is
Mhm.
really
How comfortable you want to be
yeah
in
yeah,
that area.
I think that's a good, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Way to do that.
So this is good for all groups.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Nice. So now we have to talk to what RL people when we can interrupt their whole thing.
Mhm. Yeah.
Because I know they're supposed to do hall events at certain. I know for heritage and traditions, they have like hall events that are done by the residential leaders. So that
Mhm.
this might be a way to
Mhm.
get people involved
Yeah.
safely, and then the big art thing out there. I personally want to do like an open mic thing.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know how to get one put together safely. You know what I mean? Because we, even in the
Yeah.
station, if y'all can see, we have like mic covers and headphones. These are checked out to us specifically.
Yeah.
We have to take care and manage these for obvious, like tracing reasons.
Yeah.
Well, the theater department always
Mhm.
hosts an open mic thing.
Mm-hmm.
It might just be because I don't think that they're gonna want to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Like I even attended one. That's fun, and a lot of people
Yeah.
look forward to that. So,
Yeah. No, the open mic and the improv night
Yeah.
are
And
both huge things.
it might just be like where somebody can ask him like, what do you plan on keeping this going? Because we want to do something kind of similar for the radio station. Like,
Yeah.
what kind of precautions have you already thought about?
Yeah.
We can steal those, maybe.
Yeah, because if we do, my thought was if you do them at the bandstand, everyone can be spread out.
Mm-hmm.
And if you broadcast it as well, then everyone can be as spread out as they want to be.
Yeah, I like that.
Especially because we have our 2 live streams
Mm-hmm.
that we can put this on for either KXTR or KTRL. We can do a 1-hour specialty show. And so at that point, like, we have control of who's coming on. We have control of when they're coming on, things of that nature. Like, it's more of a scripted show than than a true open mic.
Yeah.
But we have a level of, like, this is totally up to whatever person for the next 15 minutes. They can do whatever they want.
I like it.
Do we do, like, a contest to get into it, to get students involved? How would we sort of front load the production? I guess that's one we'll have to keep thinking on.
Yeah.
But these all definitely sound like more enjoyable events than just
Yeah, I
come
think a
and
lot of
grab a
that's good
thing
for everybody.
from lunch.
Yeah, and I think that it's possible to maintain social distancing and
Yeah.
you know, all of those precautions and still, you know,
Okay.
do those. Yeah.
Nice. Mini concerts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Got it.
Sure.
Mini concerts while everyone's stuck in their building, and then distanced drawing. And even the parking lots, you can push people like one extra over and like zigzag them
Mm-hmm.
so they're
Mhm.
even farther apart from each other.
Yeah.
Things like that.
You can put T-shirts out
Oh,
like
yeah.
where people would be.
That's how we
doing
decide the
chalk.
winners.
Yeah.
The winners, we just like drop their thing off
Mm-hmm.
at their little spot. Now we can do a fundraiser with that as well. Hold on. Big brain play. $1 per spot.
I mean, I'd pay $1.
You
Yeah.
pay $1
I
to
would.
like do chalk.
Yeah.
Like entry fee covers your chalk.
I'm about to say, how are you gonna get the chalk, the supply?
Entry
Is
fee.
that us or the radio?
If it's bring your own chalk, then we don't worry about it. But
Yeah.
it's bring your own chalk, and here we go, full competition rules. All right, it's bring your own chalk as part of it, and then the second bit is, what would it be? We'd have a table that also happens to sell chalk,
Oh yeah. in
While
case
it's
you
there.
need it. Yeah.
just like for in case you need it, stuff like that,
That's
just a
fine.
backup.
Yeah.
And then entry fee is if you want 1, 2, 3, or 4 lots to draw in.
Huh.
Because, you know, some people get creative. They want to, like, get big.
This is true.
Yeah.
Sounds like all good ideas.
All good
Mhm.
ideas.
Pretty safe too.
And, like, easy to implement. Because
Yeah.
all we have to do is just, like, make certain no one parks in a parking lot for the next, like, 3 hours.
Oh yeah, and I'm sure whoever you talk to about for the space,
I just realized
block it off.
we're telling people to not park on Tarleton where everyone already complains about parking.
well,
it's never
a
going to
lot
happen.
of people aren't gonna be on campus
That's true.
because of all
Yeah.
this. So
Yeah. Maybe
you might have more space.
also no football games, which means
Yeah.
we have access, like more
that
parking
parking
lots
lot
are
at
going to
the
be open on the
stadium.
weekends.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a weekend event.
that's true.
And I
People are
know
free then
yeah.
anyway.
a weekend event or an afternoon event.
Mm-hmm.
Now the only thing we have to worry about is temperature, because have y'all seen the weather this week? Like for the rest of this week?
Yeah.
It's going to be 104 on Saturday.
Yeah.
This is probably one of the hottest, like,
Maybe we could locate one of those tent thingies, you know?
for everybody.
Well, I don't know. Maybe there could be a way to RSVP.
We'll just do it
Maybe I don't know.
do it Saturday morning.
Yeah.
You don't want to wake up on the weekend though.
Yeah.
I think college students would wake up. Like 8 a.m. classes exist. Nobody goes to those. We'll do it at 9.
Oh.
You have 1 hour. What?
I don't know.
9 too early?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, you got to get your creative juices flowing. I don't know if you could, you know, draw a beautiful thing at 9 a.m.
You're not
I
done at
know.
9. You start at 9.
Well,
This,
yeah.
this might just be something we wait until it gets a little cooler.
Yeah, I guess. You just
Yeah.
wait till it gets colder.
Yeah,
'Cause
for
we-
the chalk thing.
The
Or you could
heat
do it
has
in-
lasted. The heat waited to show up too. I've been
Yeah.
working
Yeah.
here through the entire summer. One day I came in like long sleeve and like y'all saw me in like all black when we were
Mhm.
putting up the posters. That was normal. I was pretty comfortable. And all of a sudden today I came in and was just like, oh, I'm dying. It's like 7
Yeah.
a.m. and I'm dying in this little room
Mm.
in my car. I have to start putting my my sunscreens out.
Mhm.
Parking's going back to normal. That can be our last little thing. We think parking's gonna be hectic or fine, just 'cause like a lot of the online classes.
I bet it'll still be bad, but it probably won't be as bad because I do know that a good handful of people are just gonna do online stuff.
Yeah. I don't know a lot of other students. Like y'all are the students that I know, just 'cause I'm transitioning, so I don't have like friend groups. Well, I guess I know Andrew, my buddy, who's doing at UT, but most people are doing just straight online classes.
I think most people are still coming, and they're gonna try
like
face
70%.
Yeah, I'd say about 7. But there's a good 30 who picked online and are gonna
like
stay home.
Picked online.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's no guarantee. Like even when you go on the Tarleton website, it talks about housing and how I think there could be a refund if the
whole thing
the
falls
whole thing,
apart.
Yeah. So like if they cancel,
Shut the building down.
Yeah, if they shut it down, like I don't know, the first week of school, then obviously you'll be refunded for like the second semester or whatever.
Yeah.
That you've already paid for.
I'm really getting I'm not getting anxious. I'm just preparing my brain for when the second week comes in, and that's when all the outbreaks hit, right?
Oh yeah.
Because that's sort of like the virus's tempo is like 1.5 weeks until it gets crazy. So 2 weeks after everyone comes in and stops interacting with each other, that's when it gets weird.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely gonna wear my big y'all saw my big giant mask.
Yeah.
I will be going to class with that.
Nice.
Like, I've told multiple people now, so I have to do it. Can't get lazy. And it's like lunchtime too, so I can just like hide oats in my mask.
Nice.
You can't tell if I'm eating, can you, in my mask?
A little bit.
Hang on, the mic's here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, never mind.
It's okay. No judgment.
No judgment?
No judgment.
You'd totally like hide string cheese in your mask if you
I'd
could.
straight up just put some chips in there.
Put some,
Yeah.
some Cheez-Its.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Uh-huh.
Get a slot that you like unplug and slide cheese in.
Oh, I've seen people where they take like those wipes or makeup remover or something that's got the little door that's
Oh yeah.
and then they turned it into a face mask, so that way all they have to do is open the little door and then put some snacks in.
I tried to take a drink of a Dr. Pepper earlier.
Yeah.
When I was walking in, and I had my mask on already, and I just like hit my mask, and I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's a challenge.
I think forgetting that you have your mask on and trying to eat or
forgetting
drink.
that I have my mask
The
on.
worst I did is I had like a full-on chicken tender, like drenched in honey mustard. And I was holding my honey mustard too, and I was like, oh yes, dinner finally, after working a 5-hour shift. And I just went and like fell onto my shirt and everywhere. And I was like, why isn't my mouth working? And I just kind of like wipe off my mask. And I was like, no. Like my tender's ruined, my mask is ruined, my shirt is ruined, my afternoon is ruined.
Yeah, it's really easy to forget it's there.
Yeah, it's a lot. For us, it seems that we forget that it's there, but I heard a lot of people who were like, it's always in the way. I was just curious, like...
I feel like it's a phase.
Yeah?
Like...
Just like transition period?
Because there was a point where like I had to keep like touching it and adjusting it, and it's just, I was always thinking about it. And, hot air, I can't breathe, but you can't. It's just hot air. But anyway, so it's like annoying. But now it's because it's a part of your everyday. I do kind of forget about it. Like I went home and I was talking to my roommate, and I still had my mask on. She's like, why do you still have your mask on? I was like, oh, I straight up forgot.
This is your snake roommate?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
How's it going?
So she's actually supposed to get him today.
Oh. So you'll be staying late at work. Nice.
Yep.
Is that why you offered earlier?
Yep. I don't want to go.
We're doing we might be shooting one more scene for Taylor's video today. It depends. It involves pajamas, which might be too complicated. But she had immediately offered up, like, I can stay late or whatever, like, it's fine. She's never done this before, so I was like, something's going on.
Yeah.
It's because the snake is coming in.
I don't want to go home.
You want a snake? You a pets
No.
person, Rissa?
Yeah, I like dogs. I don't know. I'm not.
That it?
Yeah. I had a hamster when I was younger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I like
Hamsters are psychos.
Yeah.
They're crazy. They are. That's not even like a pitch at you. I have not seen more craziness from any other animal type than rodents.
Yeah.
Some
Well, they're actually super smart. Maybe not hamsters, but rats are really smart.
Rats are incredibly
Yeah,
intelligent.
I had some.
I mean, they almost
had a
killed the
Dumbo
humans
rat
with
when I
the
was-
plague.
Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah.
They've designed it even.
But
No, I'm
I
kidding.
had a Dumbo rat when I was a kid,
Yeah?
and it would come to its name.
No way.
Yeah, and I
What'd you
taught
name
it
it?
all these tricks. Patches.
Patches?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah, and then
that's
I
good.
had a hairless one, and his name was Harry. But yeah, they would
love
come
it.
to their name, and
That's
a lot
good.
of people have like a misconception about them, but they're really
like,
intelligent.
Dirty and
Aw.
ugly
Yeah,
and mean.
and they're not.
Ratatouille, man.
Yeah, but
Ratatouille.
yeah, they were really cool.
Oh, real fast with that. Ratatouille or Stuart Little? Who'd win in a fight?
Ratatouille.
Or not Ratatouille, Remy. Sorry.
Remy. He's more scrappy.
Remy would
He's
eat
street
Stuart
smart.
Little. Remy would
Yeah.
bake Stuart Little into a little pie.
Yeah.
You remember his brother's like tough guy friends?
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah, he'd get them.
Yeah.
No, Remy wouldn't have to. He would lay straight up and just be like, "Hey, check out this pot of boiling water."
Yeah. He'd take out his knife and dice him.
Yeah. It'd be like an anime. He just like pulls his kitchen knife and then like puts it back in the wooden block, and Stuart Little just peels
Aw,
apart.
I love
Oh.
Stuart Little too. Made me
Nah.
sad.
Stuart Little is high class, and we don't deal with that.
Okay.
He is. Everything's done for him.
Okay.
He has a car. He's like 4.
I know. It's cute.
Mm. Anyways, rats are cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
man.
I thought about getting one actually, like a little tiny one that I
Yeah.
could like keep in my. Bless you. Okay.
Yeah.
You good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't look okay.
I'm fine.
Prove it.
I'm good. I'm good, man.
All
I'm
right.
good. I don't stay as hydrated now because I
You don't
have to
drink
keep
with
taking
the mask.
off my mask, and I don't
Yeah.
like to do that. So
I've
I
been
just
thinking about
go
getting
without.
an IV actually
Yeah. For what?
for hydration. Do you know what an IV does?
And that you can just like do a bunch of different things, right?
What?
Isn't the IV just like the? I don't know. I don't know a lot of things about a lot
It's
of
an
things.
intravenous drip is what it's like
Right.
designed for.
Right.
But it's always
But it's got like
mostly
multiple
saline
uses.
water.
Yeah.
Well, you can add stuff to an IV, but the
Yeah.
idea is to input saline directly into the bloodstream.
Okay. Okay. So you just okay.
So just an IV drip with
Yeah.
nothing in it, or Coca-Cola,
Or-
one of the two.
Or you could drink water.
No, we can't because we're wearing masks. Silly.
I
Yeah.
know. I still bring my water.
I actually
But
left my
it's
water
so
bottle at my buddy's
inconvenient.
place for lunch. It's gone now. He owns it.
So now my throat gets scratchy, and I hate coughing because people think it's coronavirus.
Yeah, we have to incinerate this room now because
Yeah.
you coughed.
I coughed in my elbow in my mask, very softly.
You couldn't cough
And I
in your
still
elbow. if
felt
you had your
very-
mask. You felt really like
very, like,
targeted
yeah.
and afraid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've had to sneeze a couple of times
Oh yeah.
at work, and I'll do this like like not let it out, and
Yeah.
I'll do it at work too, and people look over just like, "Did you hurt yourself, bud?" I'll be on fry, and I'll just like burn myself. I can't let them know I sneezed. You
Yeah.
can't let anyone know.
Oh.
I'm worried how it's gonna be in class.
Oh.
Like
yeah, that's
yawn, people kill you.
Yeah.
true. This is true.
Go.
Oh.
You said oh.
Yeah. It was one of my random fun facts I have.
Go ahead.
So you've seen the like dainty girls like when they have a sneeze they go and they put their finger like underneath their nose like you know like they have to sneeze.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, girls
Yeah.
do that. Cool.
It's
Thanks.
like it's like a like one of the fancy like
Like a prep
girl.
fancy girl. Yes, the universal sign for girl.
You know, like the
This.
one of them. Oh my gosh, girls. You know,
Like a
Yeah,
preppy
so
girl.
when they gotta sneeze, it's very not ladylike to just like watch you. You know, so you just.
Get that demon out of
It's just
you.
like-
What?
But I found out that there's some reason behind it. When you actually press on the bridge of your nose, like right by your nostrils, it actually prevents you from sneezing. Like it's kind of the same thing where some people pinch their nose when they have to sneeze. It's
I do that
actually
to
'cause
make
it's-
people wake up from naps.
Yeah, it's like actually pushing on the bridge.
Yeah.
That's why that works. So
Interesting.
So if you need to sneeze, you just push up on your nose. You won't
yeah,
sneeze.
that you have to catch it pretty early. Otherwise,
Oh.
you could pitch your nose. But
And then blow your
it
eyeballs
is
out.
possible to die from holding in a sneeze. So take that as you may.
Yeah. You build up a bunch of pressure inside your skull, and then you just hear like a watermelon rind go.
Yeah. Did you know that an actual woman legit died because she held in a burp and the like gas, the acid or whatever, like actually caused a small explosion?
What?
And she died immediately. All because she held in a burp.
So we can't hold in our sneezes, but if we do hold in our sneezes, we'll die. But if we don't, we'll be burned at the stake like a witch.
Yeah. I have all my information there for you. Take it as you may.
Good Jiminy Christmas. So-
Warning, don't try that at home. You might explode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't do the nose thing or you'll die.
Well, sometimes it's okay.
Sometimes it's okay.
If you feel your brain's tightening up, you probably should just
Your
sneeze
brain? Your brain is tightening up?
Would you ever like hold in a sneeze and it like kind of hurts like
I
right
think it
here?
just,
That's your
creates
sinuses.
Pressure.
Yeah.
You can't
It's
feel
like-
anything in your
it's like-
brain. Yeah, it's all nerve cells, but it's the thinking nerve cells. They don't feel anything. I think.
You're-
I don't know. Now I don't know. I don't
So
know anything.
Bodily functions are okay. You should sneeze, but like in your elbow and away from people.
Don't sneeze at people. They'll get
And
you for
If you
terrorism.
gotta belch, just belch it. You know.
Mhm.
It's my lesson for the
That's
day.
your lesson. Did you have to do the hippie voice
Yeah.
for it? You-
Yeah. I did. It was really necessary.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome, bro.
Thank you. You can sit down now. Rissa, what would you like to share with the class before we go?
I don't know.
All
That's
right.
good.
Don't explode out there. You know?
I think you
This
should explode.
world.
I think you should explode. Don't sneeze. Don't even breathe. That's how the virus gets you. That's how the devil steals souls.
When you sneeze, people actually say "bless you" because they used to believe that it was a demon leaving your body.
No,
So
that's
you were
fake.
blessed. Now
Mm-mm.
that
Hmm.
no, that's how
They
it
should.
started.
thought it was
They
from
should have
the-
blessed.
That's
Well,
from
a
the
historical
plague.
fact.
that doesn't make any sense. They should have blessed you when the demon was in you.
They're saying like now you are blessed. Like
No.
oh bless you. Like wow.
No, you're just
blessed.
empty now.
Okay.
I
Well,
think
I
Just a
didn't come
cla-
up with
you're
it.
just a clay jar.
I didn't come up with it.
Sounds
It's
like
just
it
fact.
sounds like you did. Sounds like something Taylor would have come
Google
up
it. Ask my good old friend Siri. Give it a Google. It's out there. I didn't come up
Mm.
with it.
with. Okay.
You can also Google the lady that held in a burp that she
And-
exploded. It's there. I didn't make
All right,
it up.
everyone. You have two things to look up later this afternoon. You can look up
The
how
origin of
yeah.
sneezing.
the origin of sneezing, how to
Of
stop
saying bless
sneezing.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the origin of saying bless you.
Yeah.
If you hold in a burp, you die.
You
Um,
can. It's possible.
If you can die,
Yeah.
just like anything.
Release your bodily
Rodents are
functions.
intelligent.
Release your rodents are intelligent. Get a pet.
Yeah.
Get a pet rat.
Yeah.
Name it Freckles.
Yeah.
Something nice. Teach it a bunch of tricks like Rissa, and then send us on our Instagram. This week we talked mostly about sports and events because we had those things going on our poll. If you want to get in on part of the show and be in control of the entertainment you watch, go to our Instagram at the Planet. Oh geez, at the Planet KXTR 100.7. It'll be a link in the description of the video and the podcast. You can find the. I'll do post production and actually link it this time. This has been your episode of Cruisin the Planet. Thank you very much, Taylor. Thank you very much, Rissa.
Chaw, dude.
Thank you.
Chaw,
Chaw, dude.
chaw, dude.